Alright, come on in, hit the like button, think about subscribing if you're ready. You're new here, welcome to the channel, but most importantly, welcome to the Viking family. So this is my personal opinion size review for the 2024 action war film called Stockholm Bloodbath. Now here's the plot. The power-hungry Danish king Christian II will stop at nothing to take over the Swedish crown from Sten Sture. Meanwhile, sisters Freya and Anna vow to take malicious revenge on the men who brutally murdered their family. Now here's some of the cast. Now, I will say this looked fantastic. Very, very beautiful. Very, very good high graphic. The CGI, you know, it wasn't that bad, but it was noticeable enough. I had high hopes for this. The camera shooting and editing of certain scenes and look overall felt like another Swedish or Danish film called Sisu. And I think it's Danish. I could be wrong. This was fast-paced, even in the slow in-between scenes, simply because of how scenes was cut. However, something that was slightly off-putting was the modernized, over-the-top, cheesy dialogue. And honestly, certain scenes was even more over-the-top and kept killing the flow of the film. Which is unfortunate because the battle and fight scenes was pretty cool. But overall, it felt like it couldn't decide on what the theming was supposed to be. A history, action, revenge film, or a cheesy comedy action film that had its sitcom type, comedy type of level in America. When there's no like, you know, applause or they're looking at the TV, or the screen, but it still kind of came off like it's really forced with the comedy. And it definitely got worse and worse more as it went on in certain scenes. And I would go in and out of the film of liking it, enjoying it, to just, what the hell is this? You know, type of thing. And it's like, oh, that's so cringe. And it's just, you know, it is what it is type of thing that I just don't understand. But here's my rating. The movie was almost 2 hours long, and the comedy was getting worse while killing the film. The enjoyment about 40 minutes in. And 40 minutes in is when it started really picking up to being bad. And I was going back and forth into liking it, to going overall, why are you doing this? What's with the jokes that were forced, by the way? And look, I'm good for comedy. They kind of pushing the whole thing. The whole starting overdone with the superior constant sexism was definitely going overdone. When they did it at the first time, it was kind of like iffy, but I kind of can accept it because of the time period. But man, did it really get into the sitcom type of comedy again without the looking at the thing. But overall, I thought it was a little below okay. I was actually underwhelmed with what this was supposed to be, and I was hoping it would be. But yeah, so always leave your thoughts down below. Unfortunately, this film was a disaster. Like half the film. The other half of the film was pretty cool. But I wouldn't go out of my way to watch it again, and I definitely would not recommend it to you guys. I think it's just, if it was specifically supposed to be a comedy, action comedy, okay, but at the same time, it's like really, really bad comedy. It was kind of like, they couldn't figure out which is which when it came to what their theming was. Was it supposed to be a action comedy? Was it supposed with dry humor? Was it supposed to be a pure action type of Scandinavian films like Sisu, where it does have a little bit of a comic over the topness to it, but it's not like in your face or even close to it. Where this is like in your face, like they stopped caring at certain points in the writing. And it's just kind of like, also I would even add the actors started kind of improvising a little bit. It kind of came off, you know. Again, like sitcoms, they tend to do what if I hear about they did behind the scenes. But yeah, so remember, I love you all. Please stay safe. Spread love most importantly. Skull.